In this video, we'll see the process for updating a flight system's GenPulse package to version 2.0. First, extract all the files from the package to a folder of your choosing. Locate the version 1.21 M2M setup application. Connect to the modem, and then click the GenPulse tab. There, click Update Firmware. Locate the extracted package for version 2.0 and select the update file. Press Yes to enter bootloader mode. The update process will now begin. Once you see firmware update complete, you can now close the application. Next, open a web browser. Search for the Lantronix device installer. Download the software. Open the zip file. And extract the package. You can then run setup.exe. Go ahead and hit install and allow this process to finish. Click Next, and then click Next again. Once you see that the application has successfully installed, you can close the application. At this time, you can run Device Installer. It will automatically start searching for devices. Once you've found a device, click the Upgrade button. Use a specific installation file and select the LXI file from the download folder. It will be called version 2.lxi. Hit Next and allow this process to continue. You will see that all 4 processes have succeeded. Close that window. Notice that firmware version is set at 6.11. Also take note of the IP address. Click on Web Configuration. There is no username or password, so hit OK. Check your serial settings. It should be RS-232 and the baud rate should be 115/200. Change your Connection 1 protocol to MUX and hit OK. Then hit Apply Settings. After the reboot, you will be brought back to the device status window. You'll notice that Connection 1 has not changed from UDP. Do not worry about this at this time. Check that Connection 2 is TCP and modem mode is set for verbose modem response only. After a refresh, we can see that connection 1 is still set for UDP. We will have to close Device Installer and reopen it to reestablish a connection. Click on the device and click on Web Configuration. Hit OK and click Connection 1. You'll notice it is now set for MUX. The Ethernet module is now set up for the new firmware. Next, go to Defuse. You'll notice that there are no devices in DFU mode. Use a small pointed object to hit the recessed button and plug the USB cable in. The device is now found in DFU mode. Click Choose under Upgrade or Verify action. Go to the 2.0 package folder and select the DFU file for version 2.0. Optimize upgrade duration and hit the Upgrade button. Click Yes. The modem firmware upgrade is now successful. You may close Defuse. To use the application with the updated firmware, you must first do a factory default. Push the reset button until the lights flash rapidly. Release, and then push again. All the lights will go solid. They will then flash rapidly again. Pull the USB cable and then plug it back in to restore power. Factory default is now done. You may now use the version 2.0 M2M setup application with the new firmware. Select your COM port and hit Connect. All of the boxes should populate like this. If there are any question marks like this page or like this page, the factory default process was not performed. Check over the pages to make sure you don't have any unexplained odd values. Verify that your application TCP port is set for 10,002. Verify that the Ethernet device info shows an IP address. You should have no values for your trap 1, 2, and 3, and all of your trap delay values should be 0. The red lettering on admin pin means that you are not authorized to save any changes. Put the default of 1, 2, 3, 4 in and reread the settings. Once admin pin is green, you are authorized to make changes. You will notice that Save Settings and Load Defaults are now available to you. Read your GenPulse settings. Make sure everything looks good. Click your dashboard page and verify that your information there looks okay. You can change your calibration for all 3 phases for voltage along with your scaling for analog values. You can add a connection to the menu by copying the IP address first. Take notice to the application port, disconnect, and then go to New Connection. You can name the connection anything you want, paste in your IP address, and fill in the application port value from the settings. On restarting the application, you'll notice that this IP address is now saved and you can quickly connect to it. If you need to delete or edit an IP address, you can right-click on it. The application now shows you connected status along with the IP address that it's connected to. You can check all of your status registers and your fault registers in the boxes below. If you have remote start connected to relay 1, you can remote start the generator. You can see the generator voltage build along with the frequency. The generator will show that it is currently exercising since utility voltage is still present. Press relay 1 to shut the generator down again. You can fill in IP addresses for anything you want trap notifications to be sent to. Make sure you put in a port 162. We should go save these settings. Looks like we're not authorized to. We notice that admin pin is currently red, which means that the pin number was not typed in. Type the pin number in and hit read settings. We're now authorized to make changes. Let's go fill that setting back in. This time we can save the settings. Let's go ahead and write these settings to memory. Writing to memory is now complete. We can set a static IP address by checking the static IP address box and typing in an IP address. We can set the clock by hitting the Set button. Please note that it is automatically saved every time you hit the Save button if the PC Clock Sync button is checked. We're going to need to reboot this device. In the Help menu, we can click Reboot. It will automatically disconnect the session since during a reboot we can't keep the connection open.